Bro, let me tell you this. I haven't felt this happy in such a long time. And you know what? For what the basis is on this, I am beyond like joyful, to be honest with you. It really, and all of this really stems from one thing that pretty much everyone unanimous. Okay, fine, not everyone, because there's like, if there's anything I've learned, you're going to have supporters no matter what you do. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's people out there who support R. Kelly still. You know what I mean? So, but back to what I'm saying, like, no matter what you do, you're going to have supporters. But the whole premise of this is that pretty much the majority of us hate when people, especially like government officials or people who work for or with them, try to like overstep their boundaries and try to tell us what to do and try to get us to blindly listen to them. You know what I mean? And in this case, it's a school. Okay, so I'm pretty sure everyone knows or pretty much has seen this. It's a video of this kid with the Gaston flag, okay, and teachers, people in the school didn't like that he had that on. Like it was the Gaston flag in a patch, okay, and he had that patch on his backpack, okay. Now, for whatever reason, like people just don't, like it, even though like pretty much what it stands for is something that we all you would think that what it stands for, people would support it, you know what I mean? But I guess there's this disconnect, or just people are just not educated, which kind of like which look, I'm gonna go off on a side note right here, okay? If you work at a school, okay, and you don't know the fundamentals, like, okay, I would argue this is a pretty fundamental aspect of American history. And to be honest with you, like this wasn't taught to me in school, okay? But which really says a lot about the schools. It says a lot about the school system here in the states. But if you're working at a school and you don't know the fundamentals of like the history of the country, like why are you even there? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because I didn't know about this flag, but apparently, actually no, not even apparently, because I straight up looked it up, and what this woman was claiming, because like I said, this kid like he wasn't waving it around like a maniac or anything. Okay, he just had it on his backpack, like he just minding his, like doing his own thing, like living his life, being in school, right? And then people around him, oh my god, I guess just didn't like him, and they were just like, they just reported him to the administrators, right? Like there was this whole meeting. She's basically claiming because of its origins in slavery, people don't want it around, and it's just like, that's not true at all. Like that's not what it stands for. Okay, literally doing a Google search will literally tell you that the reason, like the meaning behind that flag, is what America was like. It dates back to what America was when it was a colony of the British. You know what I mean? If it's literally like just looking it up right now, okay? Just looking it up. Gaston. Oh, look, Gaston flag. It says right here. No, try weapon. Okay, no. Okay, the significance is the most popular symbol of the American Revolution. Okay, it dates back to the American Revolution. Okay, and pretty much anyone knows about the American Revolution. Anyone who knows that is basically breaking away from the British Empire, like all like in 17 whatever. You know what I mean? Like just freaking googling it and trying to freaking essentially censor him. You know what I mean? And like say what you want about the United States. Okay, it has its flaws. Pretty much anyone in the world could tell you that. Okay, anyone. But one good thing about the states, that pretty much everyone should recognize, is that like it's a great place to live at. There's some benefits here. Like you have opportunities here. It's a good place to stay at. I think, okay? But of course, they're trying to censor it because again, I don't know if it's some misunderstanding, you know what I mean? Or like these people are just not educated and they just blindly listen to whatever is told to them in like their Facebook groups where they just like misinform everyone around them, you know what I mean? So it's it really irks me that people like just like go out of their way to like not I wouldn't even people have been saying that like this school administrator harassed this kid, which I mean it's a bit of a stretch in my opinion because I don't know, like at least for me, I like seeing the good in people. So I wouldn't go as far as saying that this grown ass woman was harassing this kid who just wanted to go to school and was proud of his country. You know what I mean? And that's I think it's not even that I think it's perfectly fine to be proud of your country, especially the United States, no matter how shady of a country it is. You know what I mean? Like no matter how shady it is, like there's nothing wrong with being proud. You know what I mean? Like there's absolutely nothing wrong, and they're just essentially trying to censor him for no real reason. You know what I mean? And so it's just a form of censorship that they just wanted to do for again for some unknown reason, really. Because and it's I say it's censoring because I'm going to throw this accusation out there. Okay, they say, oh, it's slavery, like they don't want that, like flags are forbidden here, stuff like that. But they again, this is where the accusation comes from. Okay, if you're if flags are not like are an issue that and flags shouldn't be flown, how much how much does anyone want to wager? Like if anyone was waving around a pride flag, like they wouldn't bat an eye. They wouldn't even pay attention to that. They would just pretend like everything's fine. Like they'll just be like, oh, just a normal day at the school. How much you guys want to bet? Okay, obviously they wouldn't say anything. Okay, they would just keep their mouth shut. Okay, and rightfully so. Okay, again, it's freedom of speech. You know what I mean? Like there's no reason for them to say anything. Okay, but of course, when it's something relating to how like American history, all of a sudden they want to censor it. You know what I mean? It's stupid. It's more government it's more of people wanting to control others for the sake of controlling them. You know what I mean? So it's stupid. Like fuck that teacher, pissing me off, to be honest with you. The good thing is like he was allowed to go back to school and pretty much have it there. You know what I mean? Like after some sort of emergency meeting that the board of directors of the district had, like he was allowed to go back, no problem. Good, rightfully so, rightfully so.